I hate that this room, the lighting is not so great for you guys. Not like it's gonna be. This is not the final reveal by far. I'm gonna take a pause here. Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. My hair's a mess, but ignore that. I'm busy working. Today, we are going to finally get some color on these walls and move forward in this bedroom makeover. So all of the board and batten has been completed. I was able to complete all of the board and batten over there behind the mirror and everywhere else that I needed behind the bed and everywhere else that I needed to. So I'm really excited to get some color on these walls. I hate that this room, the lighting is not so great for you guys, but I'm gonna try and open the blinds all the way, open the doors to the bathroom to let light in that way. And with that, let's get into this video and get to painting. I'm gonna start by using antique white on the top part, and then we'll paint the board and batten. So I have all the walls done, and the color looks so good. It has changed the atmosphere of the room already. And the areas that you see that look like splotchy, those are just paint that needs to dry. And so the next step now is to be able to add the color to the board and batten, and I hope that that warms the room up even the more so. So we will get started on the board and batten. Good morning, guys. It's the next day and I want to fill you in on everything. I think the last clip was me filling in all of the areas of the board and batten, and I started losing daylight, so I actually finished everything up off camera, and I'll turn you around so you can see, but I was able to finish up painting all of the board and batten, and then I went back and did the baseboards and got all of that done, and then I put the room back together, not like it's gonna be. This is not the final reveal by far. There's so much more to be done. But I put it back together the best I could so that we could have somewhere to sleep. And I cleaned up. I spent the night scraping up little pieces of, and some big areas of paint on the floor, getting that all cleaned up, clearing up this big area in the middle of the floor that had everything stacked up and covered. I only have a few things that are still covered now. And then I repositioned the furniture pieces, the large pieces in the room as to where they're gonna be when the room is put back together for the final reveal. So we moved those pieces. They were quite heavy. This large mirror, this dresser, the dresser with the marble top on the top, that is the heaviest piece. And then of course the large antique cabinet. So we have everything in its place. And so now I need to paint the trim, the door trim, and the doors in the same color as the walls, because right now they're stark white, and it just, I mean, it looks okay, but it'll look much better when it's the same color as the top part of the wall. So let me turn you around now. There's so much still to be done. These lamps are being changed out. The fireplace still has to be done. The next episode will be me doing the ceiling and getting that done, and then After the ceiling, we'll move on to the getting the fireplace done. I have a couple of DIY projects that I need to do for the room. And so, yeah, there's a lot that still has to be done, but I'll show you what the board and batten is looking like now. And the walls, the room is so much warmer. And when I get the ceiling done, I have to rewrap the beams. That's going to be a part of the ceiling episode and everything. So let me turn you around and show you how things are looking. So this is my little supply station of stuff that I still need to utilize, but this is how the board and batten and the walls are looking, and it just warms the room up so much more. So I made good leeway, but there is still so much that needs to be done before this room is complete. And but I'm happy with how things have turned out now. So now I just need to, like I said, paint the trim and the doors and get them looking nice and crisp. And it's so crazy because these two doors, they go to my bathroom, and they're already so nice and crisp and clean because when I did the bathroom, I actually painted when I did this room, I painted those doors when everything was stark white, but I need to change that and warm them up a little bit. So anyway, enough talking, let's get to it. Okay, so all the doors and the trim is done. 3 doors, they're all done. And so we're going to take a pause here and end this episode of the room makeover. And in the next episode, I'll be doing this ceiling. And then we'll move on to the fireplace. And then after the fireplace will be the pretty part of the makeover, and that's when I get to decorate. So anyways, you guys enjoy the little things. It's the little things that give us the sweetest, pretty little pleasures. I'll see you in the next episode next week. Bye-bye.